To really look forward to this afternoon at Geelong, as the Cats take on the Gold Coast Suns, who are coming off 3 straight wins. Witts immediately, hands on the ball. Dangerfield, Rao got one high from Selwood, and he'll get the first kick of the game, as you'd almost expect the way this man started his career. Shorts a swing round the corner on the left. Back of the pack, Holman. And he'll get a free kick as well. He's a feisty young player. Doesn't look like he's got the legs. Hands it off to Weller from right on 50 for the perfect start for the Gold Coast Suns. What a start.
So it was Kolajasny just holding on a little bit too long there in the tackle. But straight away, looking to dish the ball off, looking for a teammate in a better position. That is a great finish from Lockie Weller. A slips catch.
Inside 50 ball from Parfitt. Touched. Back of the pack, Hawkins somehow dances through, throws it onto the left, squaring ball. Ellis under pressure. Dalhouse drops his head. A lot of Suns around the footy. Harbrow needs to be good. Tries to release it. Done with the footy. Brandon Parfitt in his 4th year at Geelong from directly in front. Geelong answers straight away, one apiece.
Feeling that it might have been a bit of a run with roll because he took back position. He was happy to be the caravan of Hawkins, but Collins worked his way into the contest nicely.
There's a chance for Ablett on 50, measures a ball, got Myers out the back.
He can grab, and then there's a quick turnover.
Myers to snap it round his body, no problem at all. So Geelong with 2 in a row, 2 straight.
Oh, there's going to be issues. So this kick's perfect. There's nothing wrong with this kick. You've got to grab that. You can't double grab that. It's a simple chip kick. And he's a good player, Jared Harbrow, but if he makes those mistakes, this is what happens. Good teams punish you. Great players like Gary Ablett. He could have kicked
ahead. He needs to wait for the forwards to stream inside now. They do. Hawkins has judged it better than anyone else. And to make it 3 in a row for Geelong, Hawkins from directly in front. Now the home side rolling nicely.
Goals to 1 down. Are we in this game?
Ballard problems out the back though. Hawkins runs into an open goal. Big Tommy's got 2. Geelong have got 4 in a row, and there's some real issues here for the Suns early.
They've allowed Geelong players to get goal side. Hawkins on both occasions. There were actually 2. Myers was goal side as well. So they have the 2 players closest to goal as the ball gets over the back.
Hits the ball hard. Now puts his head down.
By today, so just need to find that defensive balance.
Stephen. Powell immediately reels him in.
Rouse in trouble, boys, in the middle of the ground.
Shoulder.
He's holding his shoulder. So all the big boys going down at the moment. Ablett's been down to the rooms. Parfitt's been down to the rooms.
Yeah, he's got problems. You can see the point of the bone sticking up there. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Keep an eye on that. Sarah will be...
See him, he kept lifting the arm like he was almost trying to get it back in.
He just landed on that right elbow, didn't he? Trying to brace the fall.
Tell you what, to get injured at any ground too and have to go back to the rooms, it's just about the longest walk in AFL footy, all the way around to the other side of the ground. So.
Greenwood to the talented Anderson. Little slider is good. Sexton. From 55, Sexton unload. So he's hooked it. Turns Anderson inside out and hits a target inside 50. Dalhouse.
They're looking for the quick secondary.
And there's Hawkins again on the lead. He's already kicked 2. Tighten the pocket. Starts at left, brings it back a touch, Hawkins, but not enough. Down the middle of the ground. Taylor's awake to it. Chipping ball. They got more problems. Dangerfield outnumbered 3-1. Hanley. Now Gary Rowan. He'll snap it round the corner. Misses. Going to go again here. Narkle always dangerous around the goal. Starts it right, needs to bring it back. So peppering left the ground. Wouldn't expect to see him again today, unfortunately. Harbrow off the instep. And O'Connor just barrels it straight into the middle of GMHBA Stadium. Deep in the quarter. Ballard is there. So it was a promising start for the Gold Coast with Weather. All set in the second quarter. The Suns need to get going reasonably early on. Geelong just come down here and squeeze teams time and time again. Parfitt caught in a good tackle by The aggressive Holman. Straight away onto the left foot. Inside 50 ball is good to Weller.
See, that was good now.
Right on 50. Goes the extra distance. Hits it sweetly. Hits it beautifully. That's what the Gold Coast Suns needed.
Hasn't quite transferred into on-field performance yet, but we know he's blessed with pace. He's got some good skills. He can roost the footy. They need him to start playing a bigger role.
And I think he will. He'll start to work into that role, particularly now that he's got a little bit more talent around him.
Yep.
Some bigger bodies. He's not going to be your big inside midfielder. So
doubles back a couple of times. Radaglia can't pick it up cleanly. Swallow applies a good tackle under defensive pressure here, the Swans. Can Greenwood get them out of it? Needs to get rid of this football. Sexton drives it forward. It's a good ball. King got a rare bit of space and copped a bit forward as well, Jason.
That could nearly have been 50. Very easily could have been 50 because he got dragged to the ground after he marked it.
The double ear massage.
50.
There it is.
Yep.
Freo, Ben King from directly in front. And the Suns have kicked the opening 2 of the term.
You can see it from this angle. He puts the arm out to brace the fall. Oh, just pushes everything up through the shoulder joint.
Guthrie to Stephen. His little legs, 4-time best and fairest. The St Kilda Footy Club somehow wobbles it to Menengola. Not sure it was... You can decide. Menengola get the Cats opening goal for the term. Keeps it low. Doesn't really get a good piece of it.
That's the first mistake of times, and they do look to come into the corridor when they get the chance.
Weller driving ball forward. King. He's got out the back. He's got some toe, this man. Does he get the right bounce? King, he does.
He's kicked it.
He does. He's an agile mover for a big man.
Term injured. Teammates, particularly all the young ones, thinking, oh, one of our young stars is gone. It can have a detrimental effect mentally. They've responded as a team. This has been brilliant.
good body. Initiates at the right time, King.
Finish.
Really mature response from the Gold Coast when, it might be too early to call him a superstar, but your prime mover so far.
The Gold Coast fans, Selwood bursts out of the middle. Wobbles the ball inside 50. Ballard's happy to see the boundary line. Danger says it was deliberate. Oh, and the umpires agreed.
Things working when he kicked his bombs.
Chips it right to the top of the square.
Play on.
Players come from everywhere.
Oh, that's a dangerous.
That is Lukosius. Didn't clear his defensive zone. Stephen, Guthrie, Holman.
I love the way they're swarming with their pressure, Gold Coast. This has been impressive this second. No rain.
No, sticking with that. Hawkins grabs it out of the ruck as Hawkins got three. He does. Just strength from the big number 26.
Within a kick of this ball, so really congested. That looked the only way, really, like anyone was going to get a clean shot on goal. And
just work day under the footy.
Yeah.
Swallow with the centre clearance. Henry hard, but King, who's kicked two this term himself from 45. What about this young man? Roved one goal, bang through another from 50.
In the air. We saw him kick one off the ground, a little scramble from an angle before after he outbodies his opponent. This time he's worked out of the contest, but he stays focused on the drop of the ball, picks it up, and then off a couple of steps, Henry coming across him at the marking contest.
Even numbers here.
Weller, he's finished a couple of goals already from 45. Weller just across the face. They keep it in through Ainsworth. It's a clever ball today. There's a sun down. We'll get to that in a moment. Greenwood wanting to get on his left. Sprays it. Pass like a training drill. Stephen finds Hawkins. Slick hand pass to Guthrie. Runs hard. Squeezes the ball forward. Works nice. Which drops back to the goal line. Gary Rowan. It's a big hit from Rowan. It's an enormous hit.
Just to get his 2 or 3 goals a week from maybe only 6 or 8 possessions.
Hanley kicks it straight to Mitch Duncan. Signed through with Geelong to the end of 2024 as Mitch Duncan. The player he's been at this club. Starts it right and that's where it stays.